Hello and welcome to another update video about Link. Link is currently still in this structure that we discussed already in yesterday's video and the days before. So we had a possible low in place on the 5th of August. Then here a 1-2 setup where the wave 2 bottomed around the 7th of August at around $9.30. This year you might call it a 1-2 setup, but to be honest, the second wave 2, if this here was a wave 2, it would be far too stretched out to be reliable. Also, it looks more like a triangle pattern. We can label this actually as an Elliott wave triangle, pretty much. And that could be a B wave triangle that fits quite well. That makes this entire move up a diagonal pattern. But that's nothing new. We talked about that in the last few days. So we have this 1-2, then an A, B, and we could now be in the C wave rally to the upside. This C wave, should ideally reach $13.35, which is the 138% extension of the initial 1-2 setup. Let me just double check that. Yes, that's what it is. Why is that important? Because a third wave should get there at the very least, or I can't really call it a reliable third wave. Again, that's at $13.40. Then we would still be watching for a 4-5 pattern afterwards. But first, the focus at the moment needs to be, can we actually get to that $13.41 level, the 1.38 extension? This is so important because I cannot call the larger degree wave 2 completed without all 5 waves. And I can only call it a viable third wave if the price gets to 13.31 minimally. Then again, we need another 4-5 pattern. Until we get 5 waves, there is no confirmed low in place here on the 5th of August. Looking at the microstructures then, it is possible this C wave of circle wave 3 is unfolding as an impulse, okay? So we can say that here we had a 1-2 setup. This here is the third of a third wave. Fourth wave, we could be in the late stages of the 5th wave of the larger third. Then another 4-5 pattern. If a pullback unfolds now in this 4th wave, support is between $10.94 and $11.37, which means against these levels, I'm still focusing on higher in the short term. I've adjusted the micro support area since yesterday's video because we always have to adjust these levels. When the price pushes higher, they basically could act as a trailing stop, potentially, at least from an Elliott wave point of view. They tell us when the impulse, the structure to the upside is starting to break. And it would be a break below $10.94. Until we get a break below that level, we shouldn't even start to think about that a top is in. So that's how I normally approach this. Any more micro counting won't give us more clarity. I mean, on these smaller time frames, the patterns already get quite messy. But this is already a structure we can recognize, identify. But from my perspective, this 4-5 is still missing. So it would be good to get that. Maybe the 5th wave here can stretch a little higher. There is some structural resistance around $12.10 here previously, but nothing major. So yeah, that's the idea. And we really need those 5 waves, okay, to get a confirmation that the larger degree wave 2 bottomed. What would happen if we break below 10.94? It would be difficult. I would probably... Yeah, it would be difficult. We would probably need to split the third wave then further. Any break below 10.94 will mean the immediate uptrend is over as an impulse, but it could be that the C wave already topped. Then we have an A, B, C, and this is not long enough for a third wave, but it might be the larger A wave of a larger third wave. So A, B, C could be wave A, because A waves can be 3 wave movements. Then we might need to prepare for a B wave pullback. That would be what I'm watching for below 10.94. And then the C wave later. So that would just mean a larger pullback. We need to be prepared for that. But again, first of all, we watch 10.94. That's the update about Link. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.